Well, good afternoon everybody, or good evening should I say. It's a lovely evening here, a bit cloudy, focus for some more rain again tonight, so as I say I've been busy on the one new bed. This is the one we created last year out of 2 single beds. Really overhauled it. Loads of horse manure, loads of leaf mould, loads of garden compost, and split the 2 beds into one. Yes, or I should say brought the 2 beds together and created one giant bed, and this has been the result. It's been an absolute fantastic crop. Last night we managed to get 2 or 3 rows dug up, and already it's as you can see we took in the deliveries of good horse manure, so that's on there now, and we've just got to concentrate on getting this last row up. This year I returned back to the King Edwards after growing Desiree for the last few years, and I found they're getting just a tad smaller. I don't think it's been the beds, because we always well muck the beds with potatoes. A lot of people say horse muck doesn't give you as much feed or as much nutrients as what chemical feeds do, but I disagree with that. I like to use horse muck wherever I can. As I say, it's not high in food valuation, but what it does do, it creates a lovely open soil structure. Microorganisms all grow together, all the beasties, all the little worms, and they all love the soil. And so I think the horse manure does a fantastic job of that. As I say, I use it as much as I can on all the beds. So this evening, all I'm going to do is just finish off this. Maybe it's this last row. I'll give you a preview of what sort of crop we've been getting out. And they don't take much lifting. As I say, it's been a new bed this year, and this is what you can expect. Absolutely fantastic crop. These are the good old King Edward. I used to grow a few years ago, but just recently, as I say, I've been onto the reds, but I've decided to change. And as I say, they don't get any better than that. They're absolutely beautiful potatoes, and I'm getting a really good heavy crop from them. A good couple of kilos per plant, quite easily. I've got a few damaged ones that's been on the top and the sun's getting turned, but here ho, we'll live with that. But there's some, as I say, going deeper down, there's some fantastic potatoes in here, and I've really enjoyed taking this crop up. For a first year bed, it's been really great. As I say, we put plenty of horse manure in here last year. We had about 4 spare bins of garden compost that went into here, and we had about 20-30 bags of good leaf mould spare, so that went in. It was all turned in, left for the winter, and then what we did, we started fresh in the spring with a good crop of King Edward potatoes, and this is the result. I always say, you get out what you put in. If you don't put anything into your soil, you'll not get nothing out. So what's happening here, the horse muck here, nice fresh horse muck we got last night from the stables. This is going to be leveled out. We'll get the rest of the homes out today. These will go straight into the muck bin. Yes, the muck bin. A lot of people say they don't put potatoes in the muck bins. I always do. If they haven't had any disease on, there's nothing wrong with them. They'll dry out here for a day or two, and then they'll go into the muck bins. We'll cover them with a bit of horse manure, give them a good watering, cover them over again, and they'll rot away quite easily for next year. I don't like to waste anything. Everything goes back into the garden. So what will happen with this bed now is we'll get the whole new horse manure in. We'll level it all out. A couple of good handfuls of lime, because there's Japanese onions following here. I always follow my potatoes with the Jap onions, and as you've seen on some of the other videos, we'll get a fantastic crop. So we'll be getting the red electric and the century yellow out, and we'll put a row of garlic. I know I've got my garlic in pots, but as I said in the previous video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a few garlic outside, and with the garlic I plant in the tunnel, we'll see which ones comes out the best next year. It's always trial and error. It doesn't matter which way you grow anything. There's always different ways. People's got different ideas. But we've been doing it this way for years, and as I say, we always get a worthwhile crop. And like I say, when you're getting bagfuls of potatoes out like that, it doesn't get much better. So we must be doing something right. As I say, there'll be no disease on the plants, so all that will go in the compost bins. We'll get it levelled out, and then we'll get started on the Japanese onions. That's another little job out of the way. Right, as you can see, all our strawberries, all the big 3-year-olds in the pots are just sitting in the beds there. I've started on the baskets. Baskets are all in there now. I've got about another 20 still to pot up, so there's plenty of work still to be done. Our pear tree is just about coming in. We've had some fantastic crops off that, dropping every day. Well, we must remember just to crop them a little bit earlier next year, I think, because some of them were starting to ripen from the inside out over. So we'll keep an eye on them. As I say, our strawberries are doing well. I've got lots of cuttings what we took from the lilies, the xanthidashas, the hostas. They're all just sitting there in the new pots quite happily, and they'll sit there until December, until the worst of the weather starts coming up with. Another big job up there, the rhubarb bed. That's a must for this year to be done. But we'll see that later on. That's not a problem. Young apple tree up in the far end there. We're hoping to get some fruit from there next year. But the main job tonight was to get these tatties finished and get them out. I've enjoyed myself the last couple of days. As I say, a lot of people hate it when the beds start to come empty, but I think we're just breathing a new lease of life into it. We're getting it ready for the next crops and overwintering. So quite pleased with all that. I've got a fire going at the moment, so what I'm going to do is burn a little bit of rubbish and knock off for the night. Quite an enjoyable time up here. Like I say, it's nice and quiet of an evening. There's not many people around, so I'm going to enjoy myself for a half an hour. Just one last little thing before I go off. As I come into the gardens tonight, I found this at the gates, and of course you all know it was a broken fork, but to me that's a little bit of gold. Take a hacksaw of that and cut through that stuff, and you make yourself a nice little double for planting out next year. As I say, the prongs are no good, that'll go to the scrap man. But what I like to do, I leave about a good 10 inches on there, on the stem, cut out with a hacksaw, and a perfect little double for next year. And I do that with all my garden tools. If any get broke or they can't repair them, cut the heads off them, and I'll make a fantastic little tool for next year. So that's another little tip, money saving tip I should say. Right, okay, so for the time being, just thanks for watching, and we'll get myself into the tunnel tomorrow and I'll finish this video off. What I want to do is to catch up on the strawberries and show you around the pots and that before we start putting them away for the winter. Okay, we'll see you soon. Well, hi everybody. I'm going to try and get this video finished today. As you can see by the bed, Roger's already beaten us to it, and it's absolutely fantastic. This is a lower tunnel. This is where we had all our sweet corn, leeks and onions. We've had a fantastic crop out of here. As you can see, the soil is absolutely beautiful. We've incorporated another couple of bin loads of manure. It's had a good liming. It'll get a touch of jizz fluid this weekend, and then of course we're ready to start again. We'll carry out the same procedure as what we did in the top greenhouse with our cabbages. So a load of winter cabbage, they're all in, and absolutely fantastic, growing away nice and strong. But these are the spring cabbage. If you remember, I only potted them up about a fortnight ago, so my timing's spot on again this year. Hopefully by the first week in October they'll be nice and strong. We've got all the doors open here. Doors are wide open, so there's plenty of fresh air. These only get closed down over night time, just for the heaviest of the winds. and of course we're due a bit heavy wind tonight and some rain, so we'll shut these doors down and just give them that little bit of protection just to keep them ticking over. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them. They come away really good. I've got 3 or 4 different varieties here, but no doubt we'll fill a bed up with them. I've got some all-year collies. I'm going to put a row of them in. They're really stonking, nice strong little plants, and these are all year round, so I'm going to put a row of them in and see how we'll get on with them. Right, so on to our croissants. Another job I've got to do this week is to get these out of the tunnel. I've had some really nice blooms out of these. This one's Liverpool Festival. Billy Bell, the Whiting Curve, another beauty. The Cream, John Wingfield, been really another nice one. I haven't had much time to spend on the croissants this year, but hopefully next year, once I enter back into the shows again, I intend to spend a lot more time on them. Our shows are all at the finish now, so I've got a couple of beautiful onions to put in for seed. That's been my job this week, is starting to get all the potting off finished. And as you see, I've got 3 or 4 beautiful leeks already in the pots, ready to get them away to seed for next year. But I'll take you through there. We'll do a video step by step of how we're going. I've got a nice blanch leek there, so hoping for some good seed heads off them for next year. As I say, we've been all about the croissants this week, trying to get these sorted out. As you can see, there's some really fantastic blooms coming on. No doubt next year I'll have a bit more time to spend on them, and we'll see how we'll get on. But we're going to pop through into the top greenhouse just to check on them cabbages. I've got one more thing to do before I knock off the night, is to sort out some spray for the cabbages. So we'll see you soon. Right, well, here we are again, into the top greenhouse. As you can see, I've got some fantastic blooms there. Liverpool Festival, White Billy Bellion Curve. There's a lovely Max Riley there, Max Riley Yellow, and the John Wingfield Cream at the back. Absolutely fantastic blooms. As I say, I would have loved to spend a little bit more time on these beauties this year, but unfortunately we've had a lot of things to do this year, so they've taken more as a back seat. But I'm sure I'm going to rectify that next year. What we'll do this week is, once the blooms are finished, we'll take them down, give them away. I'm sure the wife will like a few of them in the house, but then the stools, which is the root ball, will go outside, and then we'll take it from there, step by step for next year, right through the croissant growing, and I'll show you how I like to take my cuttings and how I treat my stools for through the winter. So that's another video, but another few weeks away. But in the meantime, get a few more blooms out of them yet, and then before we discard the stools. Right, so this is where we were last week, in the top greenhouse. As you can see, the cabbages are growing away really strong. They've had the Epsom salts on and nothing else, so I'm really pleased with the way they're going. Really first class, standing nice and strong, and all they're going to need now is a good watering. We were busy down last week in the bottom tunnels, sorting out the nettle juice into the tanks. So that's going to be another priority job to get sorted. Just one last thing on these is I've had some fantastic rhubarb this year, but as I say, I don't like to sit on my laurels. This is a priority job for this year, is to get these rhubarb dug out and get them transplanted into their new beds. As I say, I've had some great crop, but it's time for them to be moved. They're about 7-8 year old now, up at top end. So that's a job I'm going to tackle maybe next month, back in the next month, October, November. when everything dies back. But as I say, nothing goes to waste in this allotment. So the leaves off the rhubarb will go down home tonight, and we'll make a little spray up. I've showed you in previous videos how I deal with it. Just be very careful because it is a poison, as I say. So that's going to go down. I'll boil that down and I'll bring a spray up tonight. Right, so in the winter months, as you know, all the rhubarb leaves are going to be dead, gone, finished with. So the way I get around it is I've wrapped a leaf up there, just 2 leaves, in a bag, wrap that nice and tight, tie it up, and mark it. Which is the main thing. Don't forget to mark it, and that'll go in the freezer. With what it is, I don't want the wife taking that out and sticking my leek soup as a bouquet garni and make it all bad for a few months. So no, the rhubarb leaf will go in straight in the freezer as it is, nice and fresh. And my way of thinking about it is in midwinter, if we do get any trouble with pests, take that out of the freezer and I can boil it down and it'll make just the same as the juice as what I'm going to do tonight. As with most sprays, I never leave them any more than 24 hours, 36 at the most. They must be used up in that period. And so that's my thinking behind this. Come December, if I need any spray, there'll be no rhubarb leaves available. So I'll pull this one out of the freezer, thaw it out, stick it in the pan, and I'll get the same amount of juice and the same content as what I do for a fresh one. So there you are. There's another little tip for you. If you've got room in your freezer, stick a rhubarb leaf in, but make sure you put plenty of markings on it, what it is, otherwise the missus might be making you up something that you'll not take kindly to, or your stomach will not take kindly to anyway. So that's it, that's another video. Cabbages and croissants. It's been fun. As I say, we're getting some of the beds sorted. We're busy working our way through the tunnels, but we'll keep you updated step by step. We'll get the croissants sorted next week, get them cut back, get the stools can go and sit outside. Quite happy to sit out there until the middle of October, and then I'll bring them in and start boxing them up, ready to put them on heat in January. But I'll take you all through that on the next video. For the time being, thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed it. See you again soon, okay? Bye for now.